Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin on Bangor phone and now the headlines as usual.
Chief Justice of Supreme People's Court pays working visits to Germany. Da Nang offers preferential policies to lure investors. And later on, Huế Festival has revived economic recovery development.
Let's begin our bulletin with news. Let's take a look.
Chief Justice of the Supreme People's Court, Nguyễn Hòa Bình, has been leading a high-ranking delegation to visit Germany from June 29 to July 3rd. The Vietnamese delegates had working sessions with representatives of the Federal Court of Justice in Karlsruhe, the Federal Ministry of Justice, and the Morbid Criminal Court in Berlin. The delegation inquired about the move of amateur judges, the organizational structures and operations of the federal and state-level court systems, and the independence of judges in trial activities. At the meeting with the delegation, Vietnamese ambassador to Germany, Vũ Quang Minh, briefed on cooperation between the two countries in the field of law, as well as the situation related to the Vietnamese community in the European country.
The domestic shopping demand is forecast to recover and gradually increase as Vietnam has recorded a relatively high vaccine coverage, which has ensured safety for consumers in shopping activities. According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, the resumption of tourism will stimulate the demand for shopping and consumption, while the outlook for domestic consumption will be brighter thanks to the recovery of production, the return to work of workers, and increased income. It will coordinate with the industry and trade departments of localities in the work, making reasonable recommendations and proposals to stabilize the market. The nation's total revenue from retail sales of goods and services in May reached $20.5 billion, or 4.2% month-on-month, and 22.6% higher than that at the same period last year. The figure increased 9.7% year-on-year to 2,257 trillion dong in the first 5 months of the year. Experts attributed the positive results to the abundance of goods, rising purchasing power. The Festival Huế is a famous brand name of Central Province of Thừa Thiên Huế. The 2022 version has a special significance as the province breaks out of its COVID-19 hangover. This year's festival is the remedy for economic recovery and development for Thừa Thiên Huế. According to statistics, the number of visitors coming to Thừa Thiên Huế during festival week increased 40%. During 2022, the province will organize a special festival under the theme of 4 seasons with several events that will be held year-round to attract more tourists.
The 4-season festival gives tourists a chance to experience Thừa Thiên Huế. In return, we also have more opportunities to welcome guests throughout the year, not just focusing peak times that cause overload and reduce service quality.
After 2 years of hiatus due to COVID-19, Festival Huế 2022 will come on strong this year and bring with its new tourism dollars. Heritage tourism is always at the forefront, but the province has also introduced many new and attractive tourism products in recent times.
Huế has many portrait features, very different from other destinations. Besides the mausoleum and imperial cathedral, I can also ride a bicycle to Bao Vinh Old Town or go to Ru Charming Grove Forest. All of these activities are nice tours.
With the framework of the festival, modern cultural events and trade promotion activities are implemented. Besides, trade fairs also created new business for the region, and those can be scheduled year-round as well.
It's an opportunity to introduce our products, seek linkages, and exchange with other businesses.
With the theme, Cultural Heritage with Integration and Development, the Huế Festival 2022 is the golden opportunity for Thừa Thiên Huế to return to the new normal post-pandemic. Vietnam is believed to have much room for exporting coffee to Japan, whose hot coffee market is forecast to grow 4.2% during 2020 to 2025.
In April, Vietnam shipped over 10,500 tons of coffee, worth $25.9 million to Japan, up nearly 40% in volume and nearly 62% in value from a year earlier. The 4-month figures reached more than 45,100 tons and over $110 million, respectively, rising 13% and 45%, according to the General Department of Vietnam Customs. Coffee export prices stood at $24.40 per ton on average in the first 4 months, representing a year-on-year increase of 28%. Notably, a surge was recorded in the sale of processed coffee to Japan by 63.6% in the first quarter to $16.3 million. With a population of over 126 million, Japan has high demand for imported agricultural products, including coffee.
The Central City of Da Nang has recently granted investment registration certificates and investment policy decisions to 27 projects with total capital of some $5.6 billion. It also offers many preferential policies to attract domestic and foreign investors. Issues related to policies, incentives, and transport infrastructure will also be addressed to attract further investment and contribute to socio-economic development. The Liên Chieu Deepwater Port Project, on a planned area of about 450 hectares, will be the largest container port in the Central region upon completion and be capable of berthing container vessels of up to 8,000 TEUs. The project consists of 2 components with an implementation period from 2021 to 2025. Da Nang is now calling for investment in the project and offering incentives.
Port infrastructure investment is among the categories subject to incentives. We are developing a bidding plan and attempting to get construction underway this year.
Considered a highlight of Da Nang's investment attraction efforts, its high-tech park has been attracting a host of projects, in particular foreign investment, focusing on information technology and high-tech industry.
Some of the foreign companies we know may be our partners in the future, and we wish to focus on electronics. We must promote a startup movement, as it remains modest in Vietnam. Da Nang should introduce policies to attract more software businesses.
High-tech and information technology in Da Nang have attracted 508 projects to date, including 378 domestic projects and 130 FDI projects.
We have been creating the best infrastructures for investors. In addition to private investment, the city has also developed a second software park project to create space for domestic and foreign enterprises to work in the locality.
To take advantage of investment attraction efforts, Da Nang is perfecting its infrastructure to welcome investors in projects such as airports, seaports, and logistics, among others. An auxiliary industrial park is also on the way. The number of visitors to the resort island of Phu Quoc, the southern province of Kiên surged strongly in June, with around 140 flights and over 40 ferries and boats carrying tens of thousands of tourists to and from the island each day.
Phu Quoc has more than 700 accommodation facilities with over 24,000 rooms, but with a large number of travelers, many are filled to capacity. Phu Quoc authorities said the islands received an estimated 1.4 million visitors in the first 6 months of this year, including 46,200 foreigners. Revenues from tourism showed up 46% year-on-year to top $122 million. Since Iceland is home to over 280 investment projects in tourism development, covering 9,600 hectares of land, with total investment capital of nearly 350 trillion Vietnamese đồng. Of the projects, 44 have been put into operation, with many meeting international standards. Phu Quoc was chosen as one of the first destinations to reopen their doors to international visitors in an effort to recover the national tourism industry.
Renowned for its premium Tân Cương tea, which has been granted geographical indication for export, Thái Nguyên City in the province of the same name is now stepping up efforts to preserve and develop its tea cultivation area to contribute to affirming Tân Cương tea as the key agricultural product of the city. The growing of Midland tea with small tea leaves, the variety that shapes the brand in Tân Cương tea era, has fallen significantly in recent years, as low yields force farmers to shift to other varieties.
Local farmers have switched to cross-growing tea varieties with high yields. As a Tân Cương local with a great passion for Midland tea, which has a strong and special taste, I want to preserve the tea variety. The local variety must be preserved to promote the brand value of Tân Cương tea. We also developed areas growing new tea varieties to diversify our products.
The city's agricultural sector is joining hands with local farmers to plant at least 300 hectares of Midland tea to increase the growing area of the local variety to 30% from current 10%.
We are replacing areas of poor forest and low-quality Midland tea with high-quality Midland tea. A map of Tân Cương specialty will be set up in the locality.
Along with protecting the local tea variety, the city's agricultural sector is helping local farmers learn tea cultivation techniques that are organic and meet Vietgap standards, as well as develop a value chain for local tea products.